Amber.
They saw my tum-tum!
The moon landing didn't happen.
Are you actually gonna wear that?
Okay, fine. You're the queen of lolcows. Well done, you.
Did she spray Pam on the food?
That ass, though.
You're lolcows. That's what you guys do.
I had to turn my phone off though.
I'm sure you did. She was blowing you up.
Oh, it was awful. Yeah, she was not stopped either texting or calling. I just turned it off.
Hey folks, what's good? I'm Professor Dietz, and today we're going to talk about what happens when you ignore a narcissist. Just a quick reminder first that I am not a mental health professional, and I am not out here to diagnose anyone. I just happen to have experience with toxic people, and if you've seen any of my videos in the past, you probably know that one of my goals with this channel is to help others recognize toxic personality traits of people that may be in their own lives. Now, lucky us, today we have an extra special guest with us.
My name is Lee Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist.
I was just, thinking it might be interesting to bring his perspective to the conversation as well.
When you ignore a narcissistic person,
Please respond.
Wow.
So let's dive into today's discussion. Coming out of the recent experience of my channel being attacked, the fact that narcissists hate being ignored has really been top of mind for me lately. And then I saw Rachel's video about her communication with Amber's ex, Emily. There is so much we have to talk about there. So much that, frankly, I'm still a bit overwhelmed by the massive amount of information that Emily and Rachel laid out for us. So I'm just going to take this one piece at a time. And today, I want to discuss the first thing that really jumped out at me, I guess, simply because it was something that I, too, have had to deal with recently. How to beat a narcissist at their own game. As I've mentioned in the past, I'm not Emily's biggest fan. It's absolutely possible for two toxic people to be in one relationship. But for the purposes of today's video and the examples I'll be using for our lesson today, I'll be focusing on Amber's actions. I'm going to take you through really just a fraction of the screenshots that Rachel shared in her video, because what we're discussing today doesn't need more than that to get the point across. I'll point out what I see in them, reflect on a couple of Amber's past relationships, and then I'll share what I believe to be the best way to deal with people like Amber. Again, I'm not a doctor or a mental health professional. I'm diagnosing no one. I'm just speaking from personal experience and, what I've learned in the past. As always, I'll place timestamps in the description below. Amber. I am talking about Jade. How she would ignore me till I did what she told me to do. She controlled me. Abuse isn't just physical. Emily. Stop calling me. Amber. Then answer. If you don't, I'm going to take that as a sign that you simply just don't give a shit.
They hate being ignored, y'all. They hate it.
You hate me, Emily. And yes, I know it was supposed to be shit, but isn't it more fun saying her typos out loud? Now, I just want to point out real quick that there's a text message missing from this screenshot. In between Amber's two at the bottom where it says, just don't give a shit, and then the next one is, you hate me, Emily, something has been removed. And whether that was a text by Amberlynn or one by Emily, I don't know. Since these came from Emily, she's the one who deleted whatever was there. I don't know. I feel like it's probably something that Emily said, especially because there's only space for a single text. And as we can see, Amberlynn usually posts many in a row, and there just simply isn't room for that. So I bet it was something that Emily wrote and deleted when she sent these to Rachel. Wonder what it was. Interesting. The other thing that I find interesting, and I'm sure all of you know exactly what I'm going to say, the all caps section from Amberlynn and how she said, how she would ignore me until I did what she told me to do. She controlled me. And that's pretty much exactly the strategy that I used with Normal Difference when, my channel was being tagged by that anonymous account over and over and over again. And I knew that whoever it was, they are not happy and most likely a narcissist. And narcissists hate being ignored. They can't stand it.
Please respond. Please respond. Please respond.
A narcissist wants to always be the center of attention. And when they are ignored, they get angry.
They feel entitled to your acknowledgement of their existence. Like, you have to acknowledge my existence because I'm me.
It's interesting because she's twisting that into saying that that is a way that Jade controlled her. It's not control. It's your own reaction to someone else's reaction. No one has to respond to you. No one has to engage in any kind of conversation with you, especially when it's unhinged, but really at any time. People have the option of not engaging with others. That's not control. That is simply not wanting to engage. And just because you want to twist that and manipulate it into sounding like it's some form of abuse,
don't take the bait.
That is so toxic. It's just wrong. And again, it's just another way of you trying to control someone else by becoming the victim.
What you're doing right now is much more worse than what I did to you. Much worse than what I did to you. I would never ignore you, and look at you ignoring me. Wow.
We've talked about Darvo a lot on this channel. This is a great example of reverse victim and offender, right? She controlled me. I'm the victim. Yeah, that's not what that is, Amber. Someone ignoring you isn't abuse. It's them trying to get away from you. It's them probably being fed up with everything that you have been doing to them for whatever amount of time. Don't twist that into something that's victimizing you. That's just the narcissism speaking.
Being ignored sets them off.
Just because you can't handle being ignored, just because you feel entitled to everyone's attention when you want it and how much of it you want, doesn't mean that you actually are. No, that's not abuse. Anyway, let's move on to the next set of texts. Emily, stop calling me. Please. Amber.
Answer once.
Because once you respond to them, the power goes to them.
Please. This isn't right or fair at all. Emily. Stop. Amber.
Answer one time.
They'll be begging and pleading for you to respond to them.
Emily. Call again and I'm blocking your number. Amber. You don't love me.
It's sick how you treat me.
They'll try to make it seem like you are doing them worse than they did you by you just ignoring them. How ignorant does that sound, y'all?
Emily. Nope. I don't love you at all. I must be so sick to treat you this way. You're ridiculous. Amber. Thanks. And here we are again with this relentlessness. And all the time, Emily is saying, stop calling me. Stop. Call again, I'm blocking your number. And instead of reacting to this like an actual adult, she responds with, you don't love me, and it's sick how you treat me. Which is interesting because all I've seen in these texts is Emily telling Amber to stop contacting her, to stop texting her, stop calling her. Don't forget, Amber, we have call logs now from Emily of you calling her so many times in a row. 3:41 p.m., 3:44 p.m., 3:45 p.m., 3:48 p.m., 3:49 p.m., 3:50 p.m. And that was less than 10 minutes. Oh my God, if anybody called me that many times, I'd absolutely be running in the other direction. Amber's the one who's doing all of the attacking. At least in what we have here, right? It's a very small example of, I'm sure, so many more texts. So we can't say that this is the way it happened all the time. But it is the way it happened in this set of texts. There's no attack from Emily. Emily just wants to be left alone. And Amber is twisting that into you don't love me and it's sick how you treat me. Because again, she feels entitled to the attention that she thinks she deserves, and she should get it when she wants it. But that's not how life works, Amber. You are overbearing, and you're the one that needs to stop.
Amberlynn did have a very bad attitude, just in general. Just with anything, like if she wasn't kind of getting her way, if it just wasn't going the way she wanted to do it. Like, this was as long as I've known her, not just when we were together and even after. So
the more that I learn about their relationship and how Amber treats her partners, the more I start to really understand how relentless she is and how someone could just be broken by her.
Whenever I wouldn't give it to her or she wouldn't get it, she would just be really upset and angry about it.
They'd finally just give in because they were tired of all of this, of being called every single minute if she felt that you were ignoring her.
You gonna call me? Come on, let's get this out. Hello?
And all you wanted to do was have 1 minute of time to yourself. I'm definitely reminded of a story that Destiny told us about how Amber basically made Destiny call her every day at lunch during work.
during lunch, she wanted me to sit in my car and call her and just talk to her on my 30 minutes of lunch. It was like I had to, you know? I didn't have a choice. Like, I couldn't be like, oh, you know, actually I wanted to hang out with so-and-so during lunch, you know, whatever. No, that was not an option.
Amber demanded this of Destiny. She wanted to be in complete control of her girlfriend's time and the only one receiving her attention. For some reason, I really do think back to Beck on this one, trying to get away and hang out with their friends, and Amberlynn just calling them over and over again until Beck came back.
Amber would choose to stay up in our room, and she would set timers for when I would have to leave my friends and come be with her again. And then whenever it came to like seeing my family or leaving and going somewhere without her, she would give me a time, like a specific time that I needed to be back. And if I wasn't back by that time, then there would be an argument. So on average, when I would be downstairs with my friends, the timer would be about set for 30 minutes. If I watched a movie in the living room with friends or did anything outside of the room she was in and she didn't plan on joining, she'd always ask how long the movie was or what I'd be doing and for how long. I don't know if she'd set a timer in those instances, but I would get a text right around the time I estimated asking if I was done and when I'd be coming back. If I was in the bathroom, there would be no timer, but she would text, call, or yell to tell me I'm taking too long. It sounds like Amber yelling babe, which was something that she did a lot if I was in another room or not paying attention to my phone. And sometimes she would knock on the wall if she needed to get my attention.
I don't know. I just feel like Amber really reached peak toxicity when she got with Beck. All right, it's time to soothe the soul for a bit before we continue. And as always, that means the Corgi Cam. And today, we get a special moment with Minnie Waffles in her natural habitat. And thank you, Minnie Waffles, for your service. It's always greatly appreciated. So, what are we supposed to do when we realize we have a toxic personality like this one in our own life? You know, what's the answer? And is there one? Our guest speaker today, Lee, has had quite a bit to say about this topic. I guess it comes from his own personal experience as well, being both a narcissist and having been with narcissists in the past.
If a narcissist has something on their mind, a toxic person has something on their mind, they're going to send you a long, they will send you a long-winded message, and they expect you to read every sentence.
Amber, you woke me up in the dead of night to yell at me for something I didn't even do. I was sleeping. I tried to explain to you that I was sleeping and that you probably had a nightmare. Instead of believing me, you called me a liar and was flat out angry with me. Of course I'm going to react to that. You scared me. Downright terrified me. Really. Instead of acknowledging that I didn't just randomly treat you like crap, I literally was reacting to how you were treating me. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it okay. But you were an ingredient in this situation, but you're making it out as if I'm the only one at fault. Like I said, no matter what I say, you aren't hearing me. You're believing that everything that happened is strictly my fault. That's not fair to me. But if you can't do this anymore, tell me. Tell me to call my mom. Tell me to do it now. I'm stuck, and I don't know what the right thing to do is. I know you love me, and I know you say that you only threaten to break up with me because you're actually scared of losing me. So, I don't know what to do. You literally just told me all these sweet things a couple days ago about how I help you and you need me, that you don't want to lose me because you don't know what you'd do without me. You said even when you're shut down like this, it pains you to think of your life without me. So tell me if this is truly it. Are we truly done? Do I call my mom?
Don't take the bait. If they have done something to you and you're done with them, right, they'll continue to blow your phone up. They'll message you, they'll email you, they'll try to overwhelm you to respond to them.
Amber, go find another Colleen. Emily, I never will. Amber, leave me the fuck alone. I hate you. You broke me. All while I was trying to love you. You fucking destroyed me. All because I wanted to call you. Emily, I didn't do shit to you. Amber, you are the one who needs help. You belittle me. You cuss at me. You say awful things to me. You hang up on me. You block me. You treat me like garbage. You're never there for me. You do nothing for me. You never show that you care about me.
Don't take the bait. They will try to force engagement. They will try to force you not to ignore them because they feel like they're entitled to.
Amber, this is the last time I'm allowing you to betray me. If you don't call me, everything will fucking be revealed, Emily. Everything. I need an explanation on why the fuck you do this to me. Absolute betrayal. I knew you were lying to me from the beginning, but what you did confirmed it for me. I'm about to go live and freak the fuck out. How could you? If you don't call me the second you wake up to speak about this, I'm literally going to ruin your life just like you ruined mine. Publicly and privately. I'm going live. How the fuck could you do that to me?
Don't take the bait.
Lee tells us, don't take the bait. Because as soon as you do, it tells the narcissist that they've still got you, in their grip.
That's when they get you, y'all.
They mentally own you. They have this access to you. And the moment that you respond, no matter how you respond, according to them,
that means that the power has shifted from you to them. Now they are in control. Now they are in the driver's seat right there. Now they control the communication.
Ignoring a narcissist, oftentimes it just serves to make them more angry. That's when we see them coming after you even harder. Just like, we've seen Amberlynn's relentless texting and calling, right? It's not the first time we've seen it.
feel like our first argument was probably me not texting her enough.
And those call logs that we saw, I actually didn't even count how many times Amber called Emily on one of those days. And even though all Emily was doing was telling Amber to stop, this was a response. So Amber knew that she had Emily's attention. And that was all that mattered. Just the knowledge that Amber had Emily's attention was all she needed to know that she still held on to that power. The thing is, before you see a toxic person, like this, for who they really are, you can get caught up in their drama really easily. Their manipulation frustrates you and you get angry and you try to defend yourself.
Emily's saying here and making it very clear here, she's not accepting Amber's gaslighting.
You keep responding to them.
And again, this is now, the 12th screenshot, and all Emily has done is said the whole way through the same thing. You physically harmed me. This is what you did.
You try to be as clear as you possibly can, right? I'm not happy. You are crossing a boundary, I said, by texting me. I need to get to sleep. Stop calling me.
Physical harm. You hurt me. You can't physically hurt people. There's probably other ways you could interpret these short messages from Emily. You could call it stonewalling, but I don't think that that's what it is. I think it's that this person is telling the truth, and the truth is clear and short, which is why the messages are clear and short.
But the narcissist doesn't want clarity. They want control. They want to keep you confused and, reacting from this highly emotionally charged place, not one of calmness and understanding.
Amber, instead of responding and going, "You're right, I shouldn't have hurt you, I'm sorry," taking accountability for what she did and trying to rebuild and apologize, she tries to twist it back on Emily again. "The way you've treated me and the awful things you've said to me has literally made me feel worthless."
Every reaction that they get out of you, good or bad, feeds their ego. Anger and coldness towards them, it still shows them that you care, that you're emotionally invested in some way. Having the ability to recognize the chaos that they are creating and then actually step outside of it, detach from that drama instead of responding to it, it loosens their grip on you. It's not a coldness towards them, right? It's really putting up a true and deep emotional boundary to the point where you no longer feel the need to prove them wrong. You don't feel like you have to stand up for yourself because it's not going to get you anywhere with someone who doesn't work within the same boundaries of fairness. And it's like flipping a switch. Once you see it, you can no longer unsee it. Once you see the narcissist for who they are and can see through their lies, their narrative, their performance of love, that's when you take away their control. And just like that, their drama stops pulling you in. Their guilt trips, their silent treatments, their gaslighting, it no longer scares you. The mask that they've been wearing drops and the narcissist becomes powerless. And it's not because you fought back harder or louder or, were able to prove any points. It's because you're no longer playing a role in the game that they designed to keep you small. Now the roles have changed and you are creating the chaos for them. The predictability that they once thought that they could rely on in you as someone who will always respond to them is now gone. And instead of feeding their ego with emotional responses, your indifference tells them that they've become irrelevant. If you remain unprovoked, then they no longer matter. Their lack of control means they've lost the game. Thus, the most dangerous person to a narcissist is the one that they underestimated. And that brings me to today's reminder. Today's reminder: instead of taking their bait, create your own chaos through healing. Because the very last thing that a narcissist expects is that you'll walk away more powerful than they are. If you wouldn't mind helping me out with the algorithm.
thumbs up the video if you like this, and subscribe, the notification bell. Leave a comment down below.
Or if you'd like to support the channel even more, you can consider becoming a member. I've also got a few affiliate links in the description below. I do receive a very small percentage of each sale, but it costs you nothing to use them, so I do thank you in advance. I'll leave a couple videos on screen if you'd like to continue watching, and otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Someone just said, "Oh my god, this is great. Why are you acting so full of yourself? What's wrong?" You always act like this. I know, I always act like this.